just joining us, we're coming to you live in the desert where Luke Aikins, world-renowned skydiver, will jump from nearly 5 miles up, landing in what we call the trap. Check out the shot from 25,000 feet. You can truly appreciate what it looks like. And just seconds ago, we received word that the restriction for Luke to wear a parachute, the requirement for him to wear a parachute, has been lifted. He is not required to do so. So now the question is, as I bring in Luke's family members, come on in, everybody get close, and Monica, I'll start with you. What will Luke do? Keep it on, take it off?
Does he know? Has somebody told him that? I have no idea.
We have just been told that he is taking it off.
Oh, I did not know that. Well, then looks like he's taking it off and he's jumping without it. So I go back to plan A like we've been planning for the last year and a half.
We spoke earlier today. You weren't all that comfortable with making a change in the plan at the last minute.
No, not at all. He's been preparing mentally for the last year and a half to jump without a parachute, and then they sprung this on him. And, and especially landing with a container on his back, and we haven't really tested that. And everything else we've tested to the nines with, and that was the one part that we didn't test. So I was really nervous about that.
Let me swing on over here to Luke's dad, Lance. Lance, you've seen a lot of these jumps. What are you feeling right now?
I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. It's going to be exciting, and I'm ready to see it happen.
What were your thoughts when he first came to you and said, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to try something completely different, no parachute at all"?
I thought it was so far off that I didn't have to worry about it or even think about it very much. I thought there's so many obstacles in the way. There are government regulations, the things that go along, our own organization, the Parachute Association, all these things. I thought they would pretty much put a kibosh on it.
All right, over to Sister Abby. Okay, Abby, what are your thoughts right now? You're full of smiles, but we're getting close.
Maybe it's my nervous smile. I've been told I smile a lot. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm super excited that he got exactly what he wanted. He's been planning exactly as Monica said. She's probably more confident now as well. That's exactly the way they planned, and I think it's awesome.
And I've just been told that we are at jump altitude right about now, so things are beginning to get close. You are looking live inside the plane. We're seconds away from that door opening and Luke diving into the record books. Because of the intensity of the jump, he needs to focus. So we're not going to speak to him right now, but earlier Luke told us what he'll be thinking about moments before stepping out of the plane.
When we're about 2 minutes out, I'm going to get a thumbs up from Andy. Andy's going to get a thumb up from the pilot, which means I have direct communication with Jim Churchman on the ground, and that the net is 100% ready to go, and Aaron Fitzgerald has cleared the airspace. Once I get the thumbs up, we're not going to be able to see our faces, but we're all going to be smiling, kind of a high five, real tradition before you jump out, kind of a knuckle bump thing. When the door opens, it's time to go to work. The guys will climb out. They'll fire their smokes, I'll look down and verify the target and be ready to go. Right now, the 3 minutes out, I'm going to take off this headset and go to work.
And weather conditions are so critical for Luke's jump. Let's get an update from our meteorologist, Don Day. Don, what is the current wind speed and direction?
I'm happy to report the wind is from the southwest at 7 miles an hour, which is exactly the direction and speed we want. It's the same speeds he's been jumping into on his practices. So from a weather standpoint, the winds are perfect right now.
You've been tracking so many variables throughout the day, but is there anything that worries you that could come out of nowhere?
No, I'm very confident the weather conditions are stable and the weather's a go.
Okay, thanks for your time. Confident from Don Day. Ron.
All right, 25,000 feet, the temperature near zero, oxygen needed just to breathe. It's hard to say exactly what's going through his mind. I mean, he's done a lot of jumps. This is a man who has jumped over 18,000 times. That's somewhat mind-boggling, and that is what he's looking for right there, a perfect landing into a 2-net structure. And I've just been told he is now at the 25,000 feet altitude, the jump altitude, and we're seconds away.
Trap is 100%. Trap is 100%.
Internet receives trap 100%. Trap 100%.
Understood. Jump is on.
Go back to start here. Yep. I'm gonna follow the altitude. Yeah, and that's a good question, and I'll help it out.
Airman is wings level inbound. Wing level.
Some last minute adjustments. Luke talked about just how close all of these team members are. Our audience gives a round of applause and a vote of confidence. Once again, the jump originally started with Luke not wearing a chute and dropping into the trap, as they call it, the double net configuration. Then developments, he was told he must wear the chute, and just moments ago, he was told he did not have to wear the chute, and he took it off. So he is back to the original plan. But the question is, mentally, going back and forth, the gymnastics there, does that shake his focus? When he exits the plane, he'll drop for a while. He'll be on oxygen because of the altitude. But as he gets closer to the target, he'll look for the guidance lights. The white lights will mean that he's lined up perfectly. The red lights will mean that he has to make a correction. Very little margin for error. We were just given a number, 45 seconds now till jump.
Roger, 1 plane. Okay, flaps coming down. Gotcha, inside lights are on. Jumpers are climbing.
Doors open. Here we go.
Jumpers are away, jumpers are
They're
away.
off. Now he's practicing the flip. That's how he'll have to land. He'll have to land on his back. At 18,000 feet, the oxygen mask will come off. That will be from his cousin, Andy Farrington, who will be closest to him. There goes the oxygen mask. Now at 12,000 feet, he'll hear a beep in his helmet. That will tell him he's halfway home. Momentarily, we'll see his jump team pull their chutes, and that means Luke is all alone for the rest of the way. At 6,000 feet, he'll get another beep in his helmet. There goes the chutes. Luke is on his own. And the crowd on the ground looking up, they have a visual on him right now. He's in!
He did it. He did it.
Not exactly in the middle, but on the edge.
And he's kicking and moving.
Then
He's blessing
why you
me.
ain't showing?
From here and look,
I see him kicking and moving.
He's knocked out for a couple
you
minutes.
just witnessed history being made. Absolutely
He
amazing.
probably knocked these out.
Yeah.
Now we
Yeah,
want to wait
yeah,
for our
yeah.
medical staff to check him
Yeah,
out,
hit that
give us
down,
the
boom.
official okay.
See? They're moving. They're bringing him down with that.
The trap is being lowered. This looks like a win all the way. The rest of his team hits the
Standing
floor.
up.
Yep.
History made as he hugs his wife.
The other guys are up there that ran, fighting the man down. Parachute guys.
All right, when we come back, we're going to hear from the man who's just made Aiken. You're watching Stride Gun Presents Heaven Stick.
He's
What
a
about the
very,
four guys up there?
very.
Still got them down.
Oh, they already came down in the parachute. That's safer than he is.
But they came down the other way?
Yeah.
Yeah.